to the terminal. It's the Doge King. Now I know it's been a long time, but let me tell you, things have definitely been starting to shape out, haven't they? We have a lot more people in the crypto universe, and that goes for all coins. Whether you're talking Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Ethereum, I'm going to drop a few on you tonight. Cyclone, SHIB, Tezos, Ripple, Lumens. I think that should be about it for the night. But let me start from the beginning, because there's a lot to go over. Now, for one, let me first welcome all of the new followers that I have across all platforms, as many have been reaching out to me to help guide them and bring them from a beginning crypto investor to maybe a fledgling, a newbie to a fledgling. Now, although you're in the space now, there's still a lot to learn. There's a lot for me to learn. There's a lot for us to learn. Now, as the Doge King, terminal will forever be saturated in Doge. But now we're also going to put these other coins that I just mentioned into the floodgates. Let's start with Cyclone, decentralized storage. Once people start to understand what Cyclone really all is about, their minds are going to spin. No longer do these big corporations own your data. Your data is now owned by you. It's spread amongst X amount of people, encrypted, so that the person who stores a bit of your data on their personal device does not have more than but one piece of the puzzle. Think about that. Apple, Google, they own practically all of our data. But now, you are in control. Cyclone has been, I would say, an interesting coin to take a look at. It has had a pretty dramatic price increase. But where can it go from here? Let's compare it a little bit to Dogecoin. Well, if you've been interested in Doge, you would know that Doge has started from baby Doge to right now, maybe I would say adolescent is still Doge. Has not moved far, but the gains have been massive. So when you take Cyclone and you compare it to Doge and you see these really cheap shit coins, you have to think of what's going to happen once people start to understand the technology of cryptocurrencies. What's going to happen when brilliant men like Robert Kiyosaki highlight that with literally, and I kid you not, something as simple as this is practically like having the world at your fingertips. How does that progress? Technology. Through innovation. And that, my friends, is where the value is. if you're someone who is new to cryptocurrency and you're just now getting in, you have not missed the bus, but it is loading. And as this bus loads, there will be more and more and more passengers, obviously, until this bus leaves. There'll be another bus, but how long it takes that bus to leave, well, I could not tell you that. But now is the time to really start looking online and seeing what's going on around you, my friends. Bitcoin might be hovering in the 50K range, and that honestly is okay, as it's going through a phase of accumulation. As you can see, you're not getting drastic decreases in the price of Bitcoin. Around the world, people are starting to really understand the value of this. And they're starting to ask that, or, at least start to promote that they are becoming increasingly interested in Bitcoin. But for what? Yeah, you can use it to buy things online, but real estate. I really see Bitcoin and real estate getting in bed. If you, and I'm going to really stop here and drive this one home to you. Excuse the, I don't know, maybe barbecue sauce that might be on this, but if you know this guy, no matter what you may have to say, man is a genius. In a sense of his innovative ability to see into the future and think ahead. As you start to peel the layers of the onion back and figure out what and where you want to go when it comes to your cryptos, you have to stop and think of what it is that you're actually interested in about cryptos. Now, that's where we're going to stop this bus and talk about stellar lumens. Stellar lumens? That is the crypto of the central bank. In a few years, when we stop and we actually discuss lumens, it's going to be in the same breath, I can tell you, as Bank of America. JP Morgan? Jeez. And Citizens Bank, Wells Fargo, TD. There's a plethora of different banks out there. But XLM seems to be what they need in order to transact and continue to do business as usual, with a particular twist to it, of course, now that they have this new technology at their fingertips. But a coin that might right now be costing you about 50 cents, once it really is bought up by institutions, you can probably see a pretty great increase in price when it comes to the lumens. Now let's spin on over to another cryptocurrency that will probably have your head spinning as it does mine. Boy. This one, I know that folks actually purchase it, but it has its own community. And I'm sure that they understand it. But do you understand it? And that's what the Dogecoin is here to do. I'm here to help you figure out what people in boardrooms, in front of computers, typing away, understand and make it so that, it makes some type of sense to the newbie. Tezos is a coin that you can stake. It's like Ethereum. I mean, in the sense that Ethereum 2.0 is going to be moving to what's called a proof of stake. It's kind of like interest. It is like interest. So for those savers out in the world who like to save their money, hoorah! I got something for you. It's called Tezos tokens. It's not a coin, it's a token. That's something to keep in mind because it is one of the, I would say, dozen or so coins, cryptocurrencies of the future. Now, the Tezos token, when you stake it, so you purchase it, you go in Kraken or Coinbase. There are other places that you can go, but for the newbie, you want to go look for Kraken, Coinbase. When it comes to Tezos, now, I'll tell you that Coinbase is more user-friendly. It has the really cool ticker thing next to it, so you can see like every second it's making another Tezos token for you, and that is pretty cool, I must say. However, you do get an extra percent on Kraken. Now, for the true saver, 5.5% of anything these days is like a blessing from the creator himself, addressed specifically to you, because you're used to getting what, 0.01% return or something like that. So a 5% return at this point in time would definitely be attractive for someone who believes that saving is the way to go. Now, if you save and you get 0.01% on your return of, let's, say a modest amount, because the average American is not saving much. So let's say that you get 0.01% return annually, which means that is what you returned in 12 months. You, as the depositor, you earn, let's say, $10. For the entire year. That means every month they're giving you 83 cents, my friend. That's crazy. Excuse me, I made a mathematical error. But for the sake of funness, so what you're actually going to get is $1 with a 0.01%, because you gotta do 0.001, right? Multiply $1,000 by that. That means you're getting 8 cents. Because you know they're gonna round down. And that's all you're gonna get, fam. For you leaving your money there to sit there for 12 months, you're gonna get $1. Now, when you talk about Tezos and you're staking it, what it's actually doing is it's creating a new coin for you as you validate on the block and all that good stuff. So it's like proof of work, what Ethereum is trying to move away from. also why Bitcoin is making tons of money for their miners, because it's the proof of work. The miners have to mine it. They're working to get this. Proof of stake is more you just buy it and you leave it there, and it does the work for you. It's like an appreciating asset more to a savings account in my mind. That's how it works to me. It's an appreciating asset. So it's like, say you bought a house for $1,000, and you took that $1,000 that you would have put in a savings account and you put it into your Teslas. You bought $1,000 worth of Teslas, whatever the price is. I don't know. That $1,000, if you leave it there and you give it to your kids and they give it to their kids and they give it to their kids, as long as Tesla continues to be proof of stake, it's a proof of stake coin, it will continue to grow and grow and grow. So that same saving mentality has two very different outcomes. Because now every coin that's produced is also produced at the value that you have for the market price. So if the market price appreciates to $100 in the future, every coin that you've ever made now is $100. You get what I'm saying? It's a bit of a twist, but it's a great coin. And what also sets it apart from the others is that it is self-amending. Meaning that as time goes by, and the people who have the coins feel as though the network should be changed for the better of the people, instead of it having to do a hard or a soft fork, or whatever, depending on forks, there's no more forks. We are going to self-amend ourselves. And the token is like born anew with all of the beauties that came with it from before. You would only find this here on the crypto terminal. So like, subscribe, and share this video, because there can be someone sitting on the sideline waiting to hear this so that they can get in. And they can get on Kraken, they can get on Coinbase, they can get on Binance, they can get on Robinhood. I list them last though. But get them in the game, because it's there for them. It's there for everyone. And crypto is not for criminals. Crypto is for the people. Dogecoin is for the world. As the price sits at, what, about 30 cents? Well, would you look at that? From the beginning of this page to where we're hovering around 5 cents, 6 cents, 7 cents. Even still, from the 1 penny to less that they didn't want to hear, it's their decision to make. Whether they want to jump in the water and learn how to swim, or do they want to sit on the beach and watch you swim. Those will be cheap in a year, considering what the price will be then. Don't miss that bus. Get in now and hodl to the grave. This is the Doge King. This is the Crypto Terminal. Thank you for watching. Now, definitely go and research those coins that I mentioned. XRP, you know what? We might have to cover that one another time. However, keep it on your radar. If you're in the US, it's not for you. However, follow the story, because XRP is going to help to lead the way for other currencies, as it proves the legitimacy of crypto as a whole, along along with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dogecoin, and every other coin or token that is out there. Have a great night. Be safe. I am not a financial advisor, so let me make sure to say that. And take care. Doge King out.